5 players that Arsenal can sign from Ligue 1. So lads, with the news breaking from France yesterday that the first and second French divisions will be cancelled until September, and with the Ligue 1 season being over, let's just say this is quite an opening. Now what I am trying to say, lads, of course, is with Ligue 1 clubs not being able to play matches, that is going to mean they're going to make less money. Now of course, if you're a club like Paris Saint-Germain and you've got a very rich owner, it's going to be alright for you guys. But at the same time, lads, there are going to be a lot of clubs in Ligue 1 that are going to struggle financially, especially with a lack of money coming from TV revenue, from match day income, and all of that stuff, which means they might have to sell some players. So with that and my creativity in full effect, I thought today we will discuss 5 players that Arsenal could be looking to sign out of Ligue 1. Now of course, despite Ligue 1 being known as a farmers league, but regardless of that, lads, I am personally a massive fan of Ligue 1 and I believe there's a lot of top players. After all, look at the past few PFA Player of the Years and look how many of those players have come from Ligue 1. We're talking in Hazard, N'Golo Kante, Riyad Mahrez. Ligue 1 for me is a league full of a lot of very good players. Players that Arsenal should be looking at. So with that being said, guys, in today's video we will look into 5 players that Arsenal should be looking to sign out of Ligue 1 when the transfer window eventually opens. Let's be talking. Yes, lads, we are back again, and we are back again to talk your favourite topic, transfer news, daily FC Arsenal. But this time, lads, with a bit more creativity, so yeah, I hope you enjoy. Yo, what's on, guys? My name is Bass14, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are back with a brand new video, and today we will be talking 5 players that Arsenal should be looking to sign out of the French League, aka the Uber Eats League, aka Ligue 1. Now, of course, as I have said in the intro of the video, Ligue 1 is now officially being cancelled, meaning the current season, it's over, it's finished. Now, of course, in terms of league itself, despite having a couple very decent teams, you know, PSG, etc., I would go as far as saying a majority of those teams are not really financially wealthy too much. And so therefore for me, lads, with the league being cancelled, which will completely take away TV revenue and match day income, etc., I honestly believe this could have a massive effect on the transfer market. And therefore, lads, if Arsenal are clever, they can go and sign some players who, for me, would definitely boost our squad. All that being said, guys, before we get into the video itself, make sure to go down there and smash a like on the video as always. If you like us, 100 likes, we would appreciate it. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers and we are getting there. We're on the final 1,000, we're on the final run. Let's sprint to there and let's get there as soon as possible. And also, as always, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments on the video itself, on the players I talk about, or also players that you like to see Arsenal sign from Ligue 1. But with that being said, guys, let's get into this video and let's discuss 5 potential players that Arsenal Football Club should be looking to sign out of the now cancelled Uber Eats League, aka Ligue 1. Arsenal Football Club, take note, start knocking and start signing. In terms of the first player, lads, it's going to be Lyon's Houssem Aouar. Yo, Arsenal, I'm just going to say right now, if you sign Houssem Aouar, yo, it's going to be mad. Now, of course, in terms of Houssem Aouar, he's of course a French midfielder, central midfielder, attacking midfielder, whatever you want to call him. Now, Houssem Aouar, of course, is a player who I have already discussed in a previous video that actually came out only a few weeks ago. So, of course, guys, if you fancy seeing an in-depth video of Houssem Aouar and the player he is and why exactly Arsenal need him, make sure to go back to that video and watch that video as well. But to keep it short and simple for me, lads, I think Houssem Aouar is a player who Arsenal should really be looking out to getting in the summer. I mean, the reasons are pretty simple. In terms of the player himself and the position he plays, of course, he's a central midfielder who can play as attacking midfielder, who can play as a left midfielder as well. He's a very versatile player. And with that, of course, those roles as well, in particular, those are roles that Arsenal currently lack. Of course, in terms of our attacking midfielder right now, we have got man like Mesut Ozil, who, as much as I love him, I can't lie, the decline is happening and it's going very fast. If you drop down to the centre midfield role, of course, we've got the likes of Dani Ceballos, Granit Xhaka, Matteo Guendouzi. But then again, lads, with Dani Ceballos potentially going back to Real Madrid, there will be another opening of the squad and another place that should be filled. And so if we decide Houssem Aouar, not only could he play as a number 10, not only could he play as a central midfielder, he could also potentially fill in as a left midfielder as well. So what I am saying, lads, is by signing a player like Houssem Aouar, you are getting a player who can fill in many different roles and roles that Arsenal need filling. And also, let's not forget, lads, the man is a top baller. When it comes to his ability, his dribbling ability, his passing range, and overall being a very good attacking midfielder, for me, lads, you can see straight away the balling ability is there. And of course, lads, you can never have enough ballers in your team. So for me, Houssem Aouar is a player who Arsenal should definitely be looking to sign. Not only because he filled in a lot of roles, but also because he'll be a massive improvement on our current midfield options. So for me, lads, the first player that Arsenal should be looking to sign out of Liga, if it's possible, is Houssem Aouar of Lyon. Raus and Lehi, over to you. Moving on, lads, on to the next player, Boubacar Kamara. Who? Boubacar Kamara is a centre-back, a French centre-back who currently plays for Marseille. In terms of age, the man is 20 years old. In terms of height, the man is 6 foot in height. And in terms of positions that you can play, of course, he's a centre-back with trade, but he can also play as left-back and also as defensive midfield. And in terms of the player himself, let me just tell you right now, he's a very, very decent player. And in fact, Boubacar Kamara is one of those players that Arsenal are actually looking at as in terms of alternatives to a man like William Saliba. So you have to understand, lads, for him to even be in the same class as William Saliba, who is the heir to Virgil van Dijk as the best defender in the Premier League, he must be a very decent player, lad. But in terms of his strengths, lads, it's pretty simple. He's a great tackler. In fact, he's even been nicknamed the next Thiago Silva. Because of course, if you look at Thiago Silva, he's not a strong centre-back by any means. He's not really a tall centre-back, but he's a very, very good defender when it comes to tackling and winning that ball back. And in terms of Kamara, he falls into that exact same category. The man is a very, very good, in fact, an elite tackler. And for him to be one of the best tacklers in Ligue, and even you could say the world, and being only 20 years old, for me, lads, this becomes a no-brainer. And if you're still for some reason not sold yet, Boubacar Kamara's contract runs out in 2022, meaning he's only got 2 years left on his contract. And so for me, if Ligue is to get affected like it will be in terms of financially, Marseille will look to sell him. And for me, lads, if they're looking to sell him, we should be in for him. He's a centre-back, we need a centre-back. So for me, lads, the second player that Arsenal should be looking to sign out of Ligue, if it's possible, is Boubacar Kamara of Marseille. Don Raul Solehi, again, it's over to you, my friend. Moving on to the third player, lads, is going to be Moussa Dembele. But I don't think you quite understand. Don't you understand how Lyon's president works? It took us 3 years to get Lacazette out of it. So now just imagine taking Aouar and Dembele from the same club. It doesn't matter what you think, because when it comes to Arsenal Football Club, it's a different lot. Now, of course, in terms of Moussa Dembele, of course, he's a striker. He is also a product of the Paris Saint-Germain Academy. And he was even part of a video that I did a month ago where I discussed potential replacements for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And again, it's the same scenario. If we want to sign Dembele, for me, it would only be if we were to let go of Aubameyang. Because of course, in terms of Dembele, he is a natural striker, he's a goal scorer, and he's a very decent goal scorer. Having seen him play live as well in the Emirates Cup this year, I saw straight away a player there who's just your typical number 9. He's got power, he's got strength, he's got pace, and he's a very, very good goal scorer. And the fact that you already had 16 goals in the season already just shows that even more. But again, I would like to reiterate, if Arsenal do want to sign Moussa Dembele, for me, it will only ever happen if we let go of Aubameyang. And even if you look past it, if you look into the other clubs that are interested in Moussa Dembele, he's clearly a man in demand. Chelsea had bids for him rejected in January. Man United interested in him as well. And add that to the fact that he currently plays for Lyon. I'm not going to lie, lads, this is probably a very unrealistic transfer, but it's a transfer that I want to see happen anyways, especially if man like Aubameyang leaves. Number 3, Moussa Dembele of Lyon. Let's make this happen. Moving on to player number 4, it's going to be Gabriel Magalhaes. Who? Gabriel Magalhaes is a centre-back who currently plays for man like Lille. And Lille is a club that we have pretty good history with. I mean, you only have to cast your mind back to last summer, the madness that occurred that was Nicolas Pepe, £72 million, President's Blood FC arrived. But of course, with Pepe leaving last summer, that Lille side is still full of a lot of gems. And Gabriel Magalhaes is definitely one of those players. And the fact that Chelsea are so heavily after him as well only reiterates why that is. Magalhaes is a very, very good centre-back. But why exactly would Arsenal need him? For me, lads, that is pretty simple. If you look into the type of centre-back that Gabriel is, he fits all the bills. He's a left-foot centre-back, which Arsenal definitely need. He's tall, he's strong, he's powerful, and he's very, very good in the ball. And the fact alone that the man's completed the second most amount of balls into opposition half only shows that even more. And that's why for me, lads, he fits a lot of the bills. He's a young centre-back. He's a centre-back in the perfect age of 22. He's tall, he's strong, he's ball playing. He ticks all the boxes for me. And of course, with Lille, we deal with him last summer with Nicolas Pepe, and you can see they're willing to do a deal. And for me, lads, when you look into the type of player he is and the talent of player there, for me, lads, it's a no-brainer. Arsenal Football Club should be looking to sign Gabriel Magalhaes from Lille. Lille, we came through last summer, we're coming again. And so, lads, moving on to the 5th and final player, it's gonna be Memphis Depay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Babs, it seems like you're just not learning. The Lyon president is a massive douchebag. So what on earth makes you think we can sign Houssem Aouar, Moussa Dembele and Memphis Depay all in the same summer? Well, listen up, people, I'll say it one more time. When it comes to Arsenal, it's different. Knock FC, knock, knock, knock. Who is it? It's Arsenal Club, and we want your best players. Now, of course, in terms of Memphis Depay, you know and I know the man is a top baller. Now, of course, in terms of Depay's history with the Premier League, he was at Man United for a few years, and it never worked out for him. He was given the number 7 shirt. He was meant to be the next Ronaldo, and it just never happened. But then again, lads, it is Manchester United, and they are known for ruining attacking players. I mean, just look at what happened to Lukaku. Look at what happened to Alexis Sanchez. That club does not know how to handle elite players. So with Depay having moved from United to Lyon, he's clearly shown the level of player he is. He's been there for 3.5 years, he's already got over 50 goals, and so far this season, despite picking up a cruciate ligament injury in December, the man already had 14 goals in 18 games. But in terms of Depay, again, he's another player who Arsenal will only have to sign depending on circumstances. And for me, lads, that circumstance is simple. That is, of course, if we sell Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. If Aubameyang leaves, lads, it leaves a hole. Not only are you taking away a goal scorer, you're taking away a player who can play left wing and a striker. So it'd only be right to replace Aubameyang with a player who can play striker and left wing, aka man like Memphis Depay. Now, of course, in terms of Depay, the strengths are very key. You can see he's got very good key passing in general, dribbling, long shots, crossing, through balls, holding onto the ball, direct free kicks, and taking set pieces. The man has a lot to his game. So therefore, for me, lads, if we're going to let go of someone like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Depay becomes a no-brainer. He has all the ability, all the technical ability. He's now at that perfect edge where he's in his peak form. Yes, he might still be recovering from a cruciate ligament injury, but at the same time, lads, the talent is there to be seen. So for me, Houssem Aouar, it's pretty simple. I don't care who the Lyon president is. I don't care what he's saying, right? If we're letting go of Aubameyang, our best striker, we're bringing in a top baller. And for me, that baller is Memphis Depay. Move aside, man like Jean-Michel Aulas. We are here, and we are here to take your players, and there's nothing you can do. But with that being said, guys, just end the video right there. Of course, if you have enjoyed it, make sure to go down there and smash a like on it as always. Also, if you could subscribe to the channel as well, your boy would appreciate it. And also, as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments on the video itself. The players that I've named, do you think we can sign these players? And of course, if you've got any other players that Arsenal should be looking to sign out of Ligue, let me know your thoughts in the comments as well. But with that being said, guys, just end the video there and there. In this video, we have talked about 5 players that Arsenal should be looking to sign out of Ligue, with 3 players coming out of Lyon. So what that says is pretty simple. Jean-Michel Aulas, move aside, my friend, and hand them over already. Anyways, guys, I'll see you next time in a bit.